Hello, this is Cami Martinez, and this is vlog 6 for Communications 45. For this vlog, I read the second half of chapter 4, which is Resources of Evidence. And I will be continuing what I started in the last vlog. Stories. Stories are, as evidence, give more fuels for the audience's imagination, their emotions, and it helps to break down larger topics into smaller bite-sized pieces. It allows the audience to put themselves in situations so they can better process the information and logistics of any given scenario brought up by rhetoric. It also, breaking down the stories help to break down larger topics into smaller bite-sized pieces. It allows the audience to put these pieces together to form larger pictures like puzzle pieces. These stories can be real, unreal, detailed, undetailed, any type of story, but their main and express purpose is to prove an idea, a point. It is to further the writer's intent. Stories, to be most effective, have to fit in the audience's preconceived notion and knowledge, of how the world works. So it can't be like completely alien scenarios like we got portals popping up everywhere all at once. The story is stronger when the audience can imagine it happening and all its consequences. With real life examples being the most effective. Next are statistics, which are a strong form of evidence based on numbers and science. These statistics are compiled from raw data, measurements, studies, surveys, and a lot of factors have to be taken into account as what is data, how is the sampling done, what are possible errors, and why and how this data was collected. Because of all those complex factors, it is a stronger form of evidence, but it also the statistics are hindered by how they're presented. Statistics are complicated and it's very hard for people to understand them properly. So for statistics to be most effectively used, they have to be interpreted through language and other forms of evidence such as stories and analogies. Next up are visuals, which are images, pictographs, videos. These pieces of evidence are incredibly efficient and emotional. They allow people to engage intellectually with them as well, because while often the message is pretty clear, not every time, and seeing how it relates to the topic keeps the audience engaged. Next up are analogies, which are another strong form of evidence, and which are analogies or comparisons between processes, persons, events, or things. And there's two types of them. There's literal analogies, which compare things in obvious ways. So like cats and dogs are similar because they have fur. Most of them have fur. 4 legs, most of them have tails, and like the basics of that comparison. But these literal analogies are meant to show a process of prediction and analysis. So because this set of things happened, it is most likely that this pattern will continue in the future, sort of deal. And then there are figurative analogies, which compare two things that are similar but not super obviously similar. So more concepts and abstract ideas. um, that help are that are better illustrated through analogies instead of just explaining those concept ideas on their own. Um, Analogies work best the less they've been used, so the more surprising and shocking they are, the better they are. Um, and then there's also expertise on authority, so a person who is like a doctor or like someone who's been in the field who understands or is known, who has credentials to be said authority. And that brings a lot of weight with their presence and their knownness about their abilities in a field.